Greetings, friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here. Look at what I found. Hopefully in this video we will complete the rebuild of this guy and put it together and throw some jams. That thing is just riddled with holes. I tried all sorts of different styles and shapes, things that didn't fit. I finally opted on a hinge. You'll see that here in a little bit. Reinstalled the jack. Reinstalled this potentiometer up here. It did have an extra ground wire. I cut it off because the little guy's jumpered. So I just need one ground wire. Of course, the hole. The other thing I did want to mention here is that I ended up gluing these guys, little wings, I guess, to help support the pickup when I put it in there. I did paint it black right here. That's going to be right over the sound hole, so that when you're looking at it from this side here, you'll see just black. Oh yeah, I also deep sanded the neck so it's nice and smooth. Also sanded the fretboard down. Kind of just roughly resanded all the edges of this guy. Reinstalled the tuners. Might do a little bit more fine sanding. I think I am going to stain this, just a natural, and then put it all together, and hopefully it'll sound great. So I tried to amass all the tools that I need. I got the iron here, the glue gun here, my schematics here in front of me, wire cutters, solder. Got me a new set of eyes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the time lapse, and then because to be honest with you, I'm not sure exactly 100% on everything, so I just want to make sure that everything's going to fit and stuff, and then put everything together. Man, that stain just makes it look awesome. I need to get some soul stain. Here's a sermon idea. The nice thing about doing these builds or rebuilds, whatever you want to call them, is that you can do whatever you want. And so I'm looking at myself going, what the heck am I doing? It's like I started just filing the edges of these guys. I'm not going to go for the gold corners anymore. I'm going to go for more of the rustic. In fact, I'm going to stain the parts that I file just to give it more of a rustic. I'm going to take some ashes from the fireplace and rub some ashes on here, and then there was one other thing I was going to do. Oh yeah, some coffee, some genuine coffee stains. All right, guys, seriously, check this out. Wow. Just by sanding those corners, it gives it a whole new vibe. I like it. Okay, I have run into a little bit of a setback. Not really that big of a deal, but definitely something that I had to take my time and figure it out here. So you see that little toothpick in the end there? Okay, so this little hole, I drilled a hole here. I think I went with the original one there. I think originally there was a hole here. So I just went with the original hole, and I dug a little trench for this wire. And the wire goes into that hole. Well, so that's going to be it's going to function as both my ground strap, my ground, and my guitar strap. The problem is that the hinge doesn't have the hole in the right spot. So I don't want to make any more holes on this thing that's already got a ton of holes. Okay, it looks kind of embarrassing. All that to say, I need another hole, believe it or not. Yeah, that came out wrong. Okay, but anyhow, so I decided to just stick a piece of toothpick into here and then line it up with the hole that's already there, because like I said, there was a hole there. So now the toothpick comes out here. So now I don't need to drill another hole in here, thank God. I just need to drill a hole in the hinge to match that hole. Capiche? So probably just right in the middle of these two holes there. Moving right along, screws in, and that hinge almost covers up all of those screws. There's still a couple of holes left, but and then, oh yeah, put the nails back in these two frets here. We had to quarantine the cat so I could get some work done. So I went in and just tied the pickup. Pickup actually is just being hot glued. And I got the wires coming through here. So I got the hot wire, and I just used the original hot wire connector here so I didn't have to resolder that. And of course the ground is connected to the chassis of the potentiometer. Potentiometer chassis is jumped to the grounding pin there. And then there is a line that goes all the way from the chassis to the jack. And that line was already there, as was the red one from the output. The red one from the output, I mean, it looks kind of rough right in there, but I'm going to test it just to make sure everything works fine. And then also the ground wire that goes into this guy. Okay guys, let's freak out the cat and the dog. Here, come on, cat. Oh, do you want to sing? Hey, no humping, no leg humping. All right, so we're gonna plug this guy in, and I'm gonna dial up a it's a flanger with delay. And then what I like to do is there goes the cat. Meow. What do you think, Mojo? Huh? What do you think? Huh? What do you like? You like it? Do you like it? Huh? 4-part harmony, man. That's awesome. Now we are going to put the back on, and I spray painted the inside of the back black. And that is so that you won't be able to see it if you look into the sound hole. Whoever built this thing, my gosh, they sure went to town with all these screws. So now, oh yeah, last thing I wanted to mention was, I'm gonna go ahead and, I took the file to these corners here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take the file to these corners just so it kind of matches, because right now it kind of sticks out a little bit. Oh, you can really see it right there, it kind of sticks out. So I'm gonna file and sand these edges so they're smooth like these edges. Now the back matches the side contours. They're both kind of tapered. And I went ahead and took off this edge as well. So it's gonna give it a real nice feel. It's definitely gonna feel nice for sure. Nice and smooth. Now I just need to sand it, or not sand it, yeah, sand it, and then get some ashes from the fireplace. Get some ashes. See if the cat will use it for a cat box. All right, so I'm just gonna get like a shot glass. Scoop up some of these ashes. And rub them on the guitar. Well, to be completely honest with you, I've never, ever done this yet. So I think it works better when you have like a piece of charcoal rather than the ash. I think the chunks of charcoal actually work better. Wow. I'm just kind of rubbing it in all the cracks. Getting down to a little nub here. I think I'm gonna leave the back alone. Okay, so now I want to have a little bit of caution here on the front. I'm not just going to go hog wild with that, but my fingers are nice and black, so I think I'll just start off by putting some of that ash, especially around the sound holes and pickup cover. Yeah, wherever the exposed, in fact, I could probably get some of this, what do you call it, the edges in here. If I could get like a long one, a long piece. Oh, here's one. Ah, I dropped it. Yeah, this guy's a long piece. If I can get it kind of in there. It's almost like a tobacco sunburst. Gosh, I tell you, I like the way that looks. Looks awesome. Of course, this is all just going to wipe off, but it's going to leave like a little subtle nuance. Definitely want to get it here. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Guys, sheesh. Guys, I am so happy I did this rebuild. I've been putting it off for years and years and years and years. A little bit more right here. I meant to get on this side. Yeah, this little cracker here. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a there's a whole white section right in here, and you can totally tell where I haven't got it yet. Wow, this is magical. Maybe clean it up with the Q-tip. Okay, I like it. Let me I'm not wiping it off, I'm rubbing it in. Even though it does look like I'm wiping it off. I told you it's just going to be a subtle thing. But dang, dude, I'm telling you, man, what a freaking awesome subtle thing. Oh, wow, that is so crazy. So crazy. My gosh. Okay. I found a set of electric strings. These are 0.030, 0.022, and 0.014. They recommend tuning them D, F sharp, A, but I like to tune to C, G, C. We just so happen to have a green dog leash and a green wire tie. So that'll make a perfect strap for this bad boy. All right, we're strung up and tuned up. I am tuned C, G, C. I did want you to hear it plugged in. I got a little bit of delay going on there. It's got a great sound. We got black finger, and that's partially due to the charcoal, and then partially from the tarnish of this thing. For this last song here, I got the Vox with the little rhythm machine here. Guys, thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for all your help and your participation and your input. Seriously, I couldn't have done it without y'all help. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. guys. I can play all night. I can play all night. We'll see you in the next video. All right, guys. Cheers.